Hi y'all, bonjour, hola, my name is Trish. If you're new, welcome. In today's Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this glow text effect in Photoshop. And if you're looking to learn Photoshop and take it to another level, I do have a Photoshop course on SKILLSHARE. I will put a link to that in the description below. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you look in the description below, you will see a link to download this file so you can follow along. So the first thing you need to do is to type in your text. So I'm going to click on my text tool and I'm going to change my foreground. I want a white. So I'm just going to pick this white color and I'm just going to go ahead and type in the word glow. And I'm using the Century Gothic font. I'm going to go ahead and scale it. And this is one of my favorites, the Century Gothic. So with your text in place, I'm going to go to my shapes and I'm going to click on the rounded rectangle. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw a rectangle around my text just like this. I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm going to go ahead and hold the corners to round it just like that. Now, if you are on an older version of Photoshop, you will not have this option to be able to curve the corners automatically. You will have to go under your property and you can do the same thing with these different options available. We just want to add a stroke effect. It's already white and we want to increase the thickness of our stroke. So we have something like this and I'm going to come out. So to add a glow effect to your text, you want to first of all make a copy of your text. Hold Command J on your keyboard to make a copy, or Control J. We are going to turn off the bottom one and then the top one. You want to double click on the right hand side in your layers panel. It will bring up the layer style dialog box. Now we're going to move it up a little so we can see all the different effects that we add. So the first effect we're going to add will be inner glow. So with the inner glow, once you click on it, you can click on the inner glow. It will give you more properties. Now, I already have the pink color selected, so you can choose any color that you want. Once you have your pink color selected, you want to make sure that your opacity is around 65 or 68 thereabout. Make sure that your blend mode is on normal. So take note of that. And we're not adding any noise, so my noise is 0. And also take note that I'm using the gradient, which is a solid to a transparent. So if you don't have that, you need to go under your basic and you will see it right there, which is the foreground to transparent. Now, once you click on that, if your color default is different, you can click on your color stop. It will activate the color and you can change it that way. And you can do the same thing for the end color. Now I'm going to go ahead to click OK. Now, right here, you notice that I don't have a center source. The center source gives you a different effect. You want to make sure that you choose edge. And you also want to make sure that you play basically with your choke. So we're going to keep our choke at 11. And we want to take our size to somewhere at 81. You can increase it if you want. So you get this more of this glow effect. So it's all preference and however you want it. So you can see that I have it at 180. And I'm going to go ahead to click OK. So once you have this set, you want to also now add a glow effect on the background. So you want to click back onto your other text, click on that text, double click to bring up the layer style. So in this instance, instead of adding an inner glow, you want to add an outer glow so that you can have the effect on the outside. So we're going to click on the outer glow and we are going to double click inside so you can see the color and the effect that I've added. So you see that my blend mode is linear light, not normal. So make sure that you have the right blend mode on. And I also have my opacity around a 56, no noise. And you can go ahead and choose whatever color you want. If this color is too light, you can choose something a little bit more darker. So you see that I chose something a bit more richer. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Notice that my technique is on softer. It is not on precise. Precise gives you a different effect. So I'm going to choose softer. So we have a gradual faded effect. Now my size, I have it at 1. I can take it down to 120, or you can go ahead and type it in. So you have this effect, and I'm going to keep my spread at 14, or you can go ahead and even add a bit more of a spread if you want, but it's best to keep it like around a 14%. So you get a very nice even blend. And I'm just going to go ahead and increase my size. You can choose to do that, or you can limit it. And I'm going to come out of this so we can see this cool effect that is on our text. Now we want to add the same glow effect on to the rectangle shape that we have. So to make it easier, we can do two things. So we can copy the effect that we already have on our glow text and just apply it to our rectangle instead of going to do that also. So right click on your layer. So right click on your text layer, and then you want to choose copy layer style. Now I'm going to come down and click on my rectangle, rounded rectangle layer, right click and say what? Paste layer style. Now watch what happens. So you see the effect, it basically is applied to it. So the other thing is that even though we have this, we are still missing one more, which is the inward glow. So we're just going to double click on this and then add an inner glow and click on that. So right now the inner glow is too much. We want to take it down. So we are going to decrease our size so that it reduces the glow on the inside. So you can still see it, but it's not too much. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to click OK. Now this looks good. And the last thing that I'd like to do to enhance the glow effect is that you want to add a bit more of a gradient effect from the inside out. So we're going to click on our top layer and we're going to go to adjustment and add gradient. Now we're going to first of all change this gradient to radial so it's in the center focal point. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on my color and we want to change this. So you can click on this and you can go ahead and choose any color that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and choose something like this, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK and click OK. Now we want to go ahead and increase our spread just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now to finish this off, we're going to change the blend mode of this, and we are going to choose soft light. So the next effect I want to show you is how to create a stitch text glow effect. Click on your text and we want to take away the fill color. So basically your text disappears, but it's still there. So you want to right click on your text and convert to shapes. Now it shows up. Yeah. So what we're going to do is that we want to click on our path selection tool. It activates your options above in terms of adding a stroke effect. So we already have a stroke effect, but we want to change that to a white, and we want to increase our stroke effect. So click on your slider and you can just, add a thickness to it. Now you have the option of either keeping your stroke effect on the inside or on the outside. Now this is preference, so whichever you want you can do, but I'm going to keep it on the inside just like this. And I am also going to add a dash. So instead of a straight line, we are going to have a dash line. And I'm going to go ahead and increase my thickness just a little. So we have this cool effect. I'm gonna come out of this. So with this effect, to add a glow effect to it, you want to double click on your text to bring up the layer style. Now we're going to do the same thing, adding an inner glow and an outer glow. So we are going to click on the inner glow. So with this effect, notice that our source is at the edge, not the center, and my blend mode is on normal, and all the settings look the same except that the source this time is at the edge. Now I want to go ahead and increase my size so I can begin to see the glow effect. So it's looking very good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the outer glow. I love this. And I'm going to click inside so you can see. So with the outside glow, you notice that I have the light on linear and everything else is the same. The spread, I left it at 14 and my size is at 128. And I'm going to come out of this so you can see how it looks. Let me know in the comment below which of these two are your favorites. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave a like, a comment. Bye y'all.